Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of Straight Talk. Once again, we've got the guru with us, Cameron Deggan. Hello, mate. How you doing?
I'm very well. How are you, mate?
Very good. Thank you very much. Been a few weeks since the last one, so we've missed you. What have you been up to?
Well, I was in Dubai last week.
Oh no, that's another topic we should talk about.
We will talk about it.
There are some. Well, it's not big news, but there's some serious rumor.
Okay.
The rumor is, right? Citizenship. Currently, as we all know, it's $400,000 investment in property. Apparently, it's going to go up to 600. Now, have you heard this? One. If you have, what do you think of it? Because this is serious. If it's, if it's not just a rumor.
I mean, most certainly I've heard it. It's something that it's a rumor. I'll use the word rumor. It's a rumor that's been going around for 2-3 weeks now. And I think it started in one of these real estate platforms, Emlak Kulisi or someplace like that. One of these local real estate platforms. It started as a headline, and then people started digging into it, and then it kind of grew like wildfire from there. A lot of agents, a lot of real estate agents have made headlines of this. In fact, they've come out and they've created videos, and they've urged their potential clients to come in and invest at $400,000 level before the level goes up to $600,000.
Why?
And quite a few of our colleagues here, if you remember, they pressed us to do this.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
to come out and to say the same. And they said, Cameron, why aren't you doing this? And a lot of our competitors are out there creating a bit of a sense of urgency, trying to galvanize people to come in and not miss the boat when it is still $400,000. The reason I didn't want to do it, and the reason we didn't do it, is because these are, at this point in time, only rumors.
Exactly.
Only rumors. And just before doing this episode here today, just so that I kind of reassure myself of what the reality is, we called our lawyers and we basically wanted to understand, is this a rumor or is this genuinely something that the government is putting pen to paper? The word is that there is nothing official at the government front at this point in time.
Absolutely nothing.
So the government has not made any official announcements of, neither have they distributed a white paper on this subject that hails a new revision to the current Citizenship by Investment program. So as far as the government is concerned, there is nothing official yet.
Yet, exactly. That's the big YET, yet.
Yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yet.
Now, because, all right, let's call, like you like to say, let's call a spade a spade. Let me take you back to when it was $1 million.
Yes.
And then a rumor started that
2017.
Well, yeah, exactly.
That's when it first came out.
Your memory is better than mine.
It was $1 million.
So, and then a rumor came out and they said, they're going to drop it down to 300, 350, and then bang, came down to 250. And then there was another rumor that just kickstarted, and I said, that's it. They've had enough. They're going to push it back up to 400 because, and then we all thought it was a rumor and what's going on. So we dug in, we did some homework, and then found out that it was true. So what if this is the case with this?
Well, I mean,
could be.
Indeed. In 2017, Turkish government announced the Citizenship by Investment program. That was the first leg and the very first introduction of Turkey to this program. Back in early 2017, and it was $1 million.
It was $1 million, yeah.
And then within 12 months or so, that million changed to $250,000 because, let's face it, $1 million was, in my opinion, too much
Way
a
too
price
much.
tag, way too much a price tag back in 2017, 18. So then it came to 250, and then for 4 years, from 2018 all the way up to June 2022 last year, the limits or the investment value required for Turkish citizenship was $250,000. Then around April 2022, they announced that within 2 months or so, they couldn't at the time give a precise date, but they did say that 2 months or so, they will revise and introduce the new law. So round about May, they did, and they actually gave, if I remember correctly, 5, if not 6 weeks for people to sort of organize themselves. They
Sounds
gave a
about right.
precise date as to this is the effective from date. And at the time, what they did, which I think was a pretty smart idea, they said any application that started already, such as a foreign national already made an investment and lodged the funds required to Turkey towards that investment, they will not be affected. So what they did is the effective date, which I think at the time was 13th of June 2022, that's the date by which the investment had to come in and be evidence as though it came in.
That was going to be my next question. What if I've invested, or I'm investing now, and I've finished my payment, and then suddenly, bang, they decided $600,000. What happens to me? So I believe
I can tell you with 99% confidence. In life, you can never be 100%.
No, of course
but
not.
I think 99% is a pretty high level of confidence. I can tell you with 99% confidence that if you already started your process and if you already paid the $400,000 toward the real estate that you selected, your process will progress under the $400,000 range, even if the rumors turn out to be correct, a reality, sometime early next year, if they do announce the date, after which for $600,000, which is what we hear, $600,000 will be the valid amount. Then if you had started your application, if you had started your process, I'm correcting the word I used, application, not necessarily, but if you've already selected and committed to purchasing with sending the $400,000, that they can see that $400,000 toward that property or properties came in before the date that they are yet to
Announce.
If the rumors are correct,
yeah.
announce, then you'll be okay. So what I'd like to say here is people who are currently in the process of purchasing and applying for their citizenship, I don't think you have anything to worry about. So do not panic that, if they change the law and if they push up the amount to $600,000 in January or February, I just paid $400 and something thousand. Will I have to top it up? No. If you paid and you can evidence the fact that you paid that money, and that's the job of the lawyers and us to advise you how to do that as speedily as possible. And it's a very swift, very fast process. Do not worry. Then you will be okay. I'd like to say that. I don't want to go into any more detail as to the annotation,
there's no need.
Evaluation, the survey. No need for that. That's all smoke screens for the time being. The important thing is, if you have made your payment toward the property or properties that you're purchasing for the citizenship purposes, then you will be covered.
Okay, thank you for that. Now, saying that, let me ask you a question. We're just chatting away now. $600,000 for a Turkish passport. Now, I love this country. Don't get me wrong. I think a Turkish passport should be worth $100 million for me, if you ask me. But is $600,000 realistic? Is that a realistic figure? I mean, it is what, 114 in the world passport wise. I mean, what do you get out of it if say you do spend $600,000 on a Turkish passport? What do we get out? What's the benefit? What are they benefiting?
I think that's a beautiful question.
I mean, I don't like asking it, but I've got to ask.
No, that's a beautiful question.
You know, as I said, for me, it's worth $100 million a passport.
I mean, especially coming from you, Nez.
But it is a lot of money. $600,000.
Nez is a through and through Turkey lover. And he doesn't even call it Turkey anymore.
Yeah,
he calls it Turkey.
Well, it is Turkey. In fact, before you answer that question, I'm getting a lot of DMs, messages saying, why don't you change your company name to Property Turkey now? You know,
well, we can't change our domain.
That's what I said. I said it's a 21-year-old company. That's just a name. I'm sorry. I've said it before. It's a name. But anyway, sorry. To
answer your question, $600,000 when you look at it in isolation for a passport that ranks above the average, but certainly not in the top 10 or top 20% of all passports in the world. I think the world's number one, the strongest passport by ranks, I think is Japan, by the way. Followed by Singapore or something.
It is Japan as far as I know.
Japan and then Singapore and then some other countries.
I don't know what it is.
I was checking it last night. I think Japan and then Singapore, then Hong Kong, something like that. I think it goes in then some other countries.
Even your passport and my passport are down low.
Well, exactly. Sort of even the UK, even Australia. The British passport is, after them, 7, 8. Australia is something there as well. So Turkish passport is certainly not up there, okay?
No, it's not.
But having said that, there are 100 plus countries, as far as I know, that you can travel to without a visa.
That's correct.
Including Japan, Hong Kong, Singapore, Bahrain,
South Africa. There's quite a few of them.
South Africa. There are quite a few countries where you can travel visa-free. And also, the reality is that to travel to North America, to travel to any country within the European Union, you do need a visa as a Turkish passport holder. Yes, you do require visas to some countries, but getting those visas tends to be quite an easy job. Now, that's number one. And free healthcare and the Turkish health sector is really up there, if you ask me. Up there, if you ask me. And it's surprisingly good. It's up there. Education, free education, and above all, the citizenship of, in my opinion, what is one of the most beautiful countries on the face of Earth. Geographically, culturally, the diversity. You can enjoy 4 seasons in the same day. You could be on the beach in the morning and skiing up on the hills in the afternoon, some down in Antalya area. So this is how beautiful this country is. In some parts of the country, your summer season lasts easily 6 to 8 months, particularly in southern Mediterranean. 6 months, 8 months of the year is summer.
Absolutely,
this is a beautiful country that offers, it's almost like several countries in one, culturally and geography-wise. So, citizenship of a country like Turkey, you know what? I agree with you. It is worth a lot more than $600,000, in my opinion, too. However, if you look on paper and compare the countries that offer similar programs, then if you were to compare like that, then you would be forgiven for saying, I guess, that, hey, $600,000, if it indeed does go up to that level, is a bit pricey for the Turkish passport that ranks above average, but certainly not on top of passport rankings in the world. But there's one thing that we shouldn't be missing.
Which is?
Which is this. If you look at the citizenship or golden visa programs of most other countries, one, it's not immediate. It's not like you make the investment and bang, you become a citizen. No. Most European Union countries that offer similar programs, I think they're called golden visa programs, you need to stay in that country for X number of years. I think this is usually 5 years, if not 7 years, before you get permanent residency And then you need to satisfy some other criteria further to investing 5-6 years ago. And then if you do so, you can apply for citizenship. So you can apply for citizenship. You may be granted it. So most golden visa programs are like that. They don't actually give you the citizenship and the rights that come with the citizenship upright, straight up. Turkey does.
Yeah.
So this, in fact, is a major difference that I would urge anyone comparing these programs to read and to understand the fine detail, because this is where the programs really differ from one another.
Exactly, yeah.
Quite considerably. Now, when it comes to the Turkish program as it stands, and this is why there is a bit of a political rift in the country as well.
Yeah.
They're against the way the program is presented. Why?
Exactly.
Because you can come in, invest today, okay? You, your husband or your wife will get the citizenship together with all your children under the age of 18. If you have 5 children under the age of 18, they're all covered within one application. Now, not only that, but 3 and a bit years later, which the holding period is 3 years.
It is 3 years.
Okay, 3 and a bit years later, you can sell the property. You can take the entire capital plus all the profits, and if you've made a good investment in a rising market like Turkey, without shadow of a doubt, you will be sitting on a very handsome gain after 3 years. You will be. You will be.
Undoubtedly.
Almost all our clients who purchased under the program in the last 5 years stood to gain quite considerably, I can say this.
Especially through capital appreciation. They make
Especially
crazy
through
money
capital
instantly.
appreciation.
Yeah.
Plus the rental income or operating income, some sort of income if it's a commercial property. You can take all of that out of the country as well. So basically, if you look at it as a 3 to 4 year project, it is a free passport.
Bang. Free
Now,
passport.
please do not miss that, because this is the most important part of the Turkish Citizenship by Investment Program. It is, in fact, a free passport. The
Yeah.
reason we didn't come out and talk about this $600,000 possibility is because we do not wish to appear as though we're trying to cause some sort of false sense of urgency, because this is, believe you me, this is the very last thing we want to do. We'd rather tell you the truth as it is, as it unfolds, and this is the truth. It's not official yet, it's only a rumor.
Exactly. It is, and it's the way we are. It's the way we are as a company. And if we do hear anything, bang, we hear straight away, right away, and we'll announce it straight away. I mean,
That's it.
If there's any solid, concrete proof that it's going to happen, then you'll hear about it. We'll let you know.
100%.
We'll let you know. So, all right, Cameron Deggan, thank you very much for your time and sharing your thoughts with us. And till next time, write to us. You've got our WhatsApp number, or just comment below and ask us questions, and we'll try and answer all of them. Till next time, stay safe. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.